It's the big
Simply Done, the podcast network.
Coming to you pre-recorded from Simply Down the Podcast Network studios at a secret location in West Hollywood, California. It's the Big Three Podcast and a special test show. Hi, everybody. I'm Don Barris.
I'm Scary Perry.
And today we have a very special guest. Mole is not here, but we have Perry's manager, Nick. Oh, that was a mean voice there, wasn't it? Okay, for those of you that don't know, I'm sure a lot of people do, we are actually recording this on Thursday. So hopefully in less than 3 hours, I'm going to have this up online. That's the goal.
Okay.
And the reason that it's cutting so close is because this past weekend when we normally tape the show, Perry, I'm laughing because it is so funny. What Perry did is he forgot to tell anybody that he was leaving town. Oh, that's funny as shit. Anyway, so what we did, when you called him Thursday afternoon, I believe.
No, I got a call at around 6-ish, a little bit before, a little after 6 p.m. on Thursday, an emergency phone call.
Emergency phone call.
From Sammy saying we got to go to Chicago in an hour.
Really? And why? That seems a little weird.
Well, it was an emergency, so...
Okay, all right. Well, before we get on to that, this is the way I look at it. The only thing that you have going in your life is this show. It's a payday. I've told you many times the plan. Oh, really? It's not going to happen?
No, I'm just...
Okay, this is a job.
I'm rolling my eyes because it's like you think my life is nothing but this, and...
Tell me one other thing that you have.
I'm not saying shit.
What else do you have? What else do you have as far as work? Future employment.
I don't have any future employment.
That's exactly right. So this is a job. Let's just try to define this. This is a job, correct? But what?
You're always saying that this is the only thing in my life.
Perry, it is. It is. See your Scary Perry skateboard T-shirt that you have on? Bring the Fury. Is that what it says?
Yes.
Bring the Fury. What does that mean?
This was brought on by some kid out of China.
You would think it would be Unleash the Fury. Maybe that would have been the smart thing.
Yes.
Okay. By the way, the lovely Mary Jane is here. Hi, Mary Jane.
Hello.
Okay, so here's what we do. Before I ask you this question, people online tried to predict some of the things that you might say when you were asked, why weren't you here? So here we go. After the California Supreme Court paved the way for same-sex marriages, Perry and Randy ran off and got married on the 21st anniversary of him getting into show business. All right. Helped Aaron Hernandez cover up the Odin Lloyd murder.
What?
Okay. So none of these are true so far.
Of course not.
Okay. Got James Gandolfini high on coke in Italy.
Oh, God.
I don't know what that means.
Because Mr. James Gandolfini passed away.
These are what the fans are thinking that you did.
Let them talk like assholes.
Okay.
Because that's exactly what they are.
Once again, either using the mental hospital scam or you're in it for real this time.
I wasn't in the hospital.
Okay. You got upset with all the blasphemous things said on the show, and that's why you didn't show up.
Upset,
Is that why you didn't show up?
No. What did I say?
I'm asking you. No, we're going to get to the bottom. Now, please, just bear with me, because I'm going to give you a chance to talk. Just yes or no. You were working with Salvador.
Not yet.
You're going to?
Maybe. He owes me money, so it's going to be paid off.
All right. Actually, you were sunbathing on the roof at one of your parties again.
Yeah, right.
That was it then?
I said no.
No, you said yeah, right.
I said yeah, right, like.
Well, that's
yeah,
what you said.
Sure.
Like yeah, right. That was it.
Yeah, right. Like
yeah, there you said it again. All right, that wasn't it. All right, how about this? Dimitri Moreland and Perry worked this past weekend trying to strike down California's Proposition 8.
Number one.
No,
if you had
had
any fucking understanding about that cocksucker and me, I want nothing to do with him.
Okay,
I want nothing to do with Dimitri Moreland. I want nothing to do with his other faggot friend.
Who's that?
Hugh A. Craig III.
I don't think they know each other. I'll be very honest with you. I'm almost
They know each other.
I'm almost positive
They
don't.
know each other.
I would be willing to bet you $1 million that they don't know each other. You want to bet me?
No, I'm not going to bet you because
Okay,
I
then
know
let
I'll
me-
lose because of the way you fix everything.
The way I fix everything. Okay, let me continue on. You were getting in trouble in the men's room at Denny's.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
just telling you what they're saying. On the anniversary of terrifying Tim's death, you went searching for him in the Sea of Japan.
Oh, God.
Didn't do that. Working with his fake cousins in Chicago.
No.
Interesting.
No, and they're not fake.
They're not fake. They're real because they said they were online with you, so they must be real. God. You were on your way to broker school.
No.
Okay. It was a top secret Javaho holiday, and you had to. Okay.
We don't celebrate holidays.
I'm just trying to read.
Other than Jesus' Passover.
Some people felt that you finally got busted for your disability scam.
It's not a scam, you fucking losers.
Okay, so that's
Christ.
All right, but
so me being in the hospital for 3 months back from December 6th of 1979 to February 23rd, 1980 is a fucking scam? Being fucking in a coma for 3 weeks, waking up on my dad's birthday, which is Christmas Day, is a fucking scam? Shut the fuck up, you low-life cocksucker motherfuckers.
Nobody believes a word you say, so that's one of the reasons. All right, and the last thing, the number one reason people believe that Perry was given his unprofessionalism and not showing up for the podcast, his reason will be none of your business.
Thank you.
Okay, well, guess what? It is our business.
It is none of your business.
Okay, well, what we're going to do,
It's a
shut the
it's
fuck
a
up.
private
Shut
family
the fuck
matter.
up. Shut the fuck up.
I am keeping
Shut
top
the
secret
fuck
with
up.
my cousin Sam.
Shut the fuck up.
Sam told me
We've
to
moved
say
on.
nothing.
We've moved
and I
on.
speak-
We've moved on.
Thank you.
You fucking idiot.
Next subject.
Well, it's time once again where you, the person at home, you can get in touch with us and you can be part of the fun here on our $10 shout out.
$10 shout out.
That's right. If you've never heard the show before, this is where you, the person at home, you get a chance to send your thoughts and your feelings. We hope you do it in a paragraph form, and all you got to do is send $10. That's no checks, no money orders. That's straight cash home, and you send it to $10 shout out, care of Don Barris, 7510 Sunset Boulevard, number 153, Hollywood, California, 90046. Now we got a few shout outs today. Let's see. Here's one right here. All right. This one, oops, things are falling out of this one. Oh, they're little pictures. Little pictures of the Scaremaster. How adorable. Don or Mary Jane, please read. Dear Big Three, after listening to your podcast, I've finally worked up the courage to write this letter. I feel the time has come for me to express my feelings and let the entire world know about my relationship with Perry. Okay. For many years, Perry and I have been having an intense love affair. It has been the most wonderful, fulfilling time in my life. This is where he gets a little awkward to talk about it because it's not a real affair. It just has been in my mind and in my fantasies. Oh, I see. So this guy's just fantasizing about you. Every night I dream about Perry's manliness and how I long for us to be inside each other. The sex we would have together would blow both of our minds. No, I'm not talking about gay sex. I am a woman with all-natural D breasts and a firm and toned physique. Nothing to say?
Read on.
Sometimes I drive past Perry's apartment and sit in my car looking at the building. No, I won't say his home address on the air. I just sit in my Lexus wondering when I can get the courage to ring his bell and let him know that I exist and I'm madly in love with him. Do you have any advice for me? Thanks, Big Three. And if Perry gets upset with me in any way for expressing my feelings, I'm so sorry. Please don't be angry with me, Perry. You are literally the man of my dreams. Sincerely, Anonymous and Obsessed.
Oh, really?
A secret admirer.
Interesting. I wonder who she is.
Well, there's ways of finding out. Like
Yeah.
you could say, hey, why don't you let me know who this is?
I would like that to happen eventually.
Okay, well, who knows?
I don't trust it because
I look at this. Some It Ain't Quitting stickers. Some more. Thank you very much. Let's see what this says. Dearest Perry, I hate to beat off a dead horse here, but Perry, you continue to brag about how you were raped 21 years ago. If this
It's not bragging. It's disgusting what happened to me.
Okay. By the way, we are recording this on Thursday, the 27th. So yesterday was the 21st anniversary.
So what?
And the day before that was, of course, the first anniversary of Terrifying Tim going down. Somewhere in the Sea of Japan. Yeah. 1 year ago.
Day apart?
Yeah, remember they announced it at the big show last year?
No, I don't remember that.
He was supposed to be there, and that's when they announced that he had died in the plane crash, Perry.
All right, let me read on. If this is in fact true, did you or did you not shoot your ropey load of gypsy jizz deep into the back of Randy Callahan's eager throat? This doesn't sound like a classic definition of rape. Please explain yourself, Perry. What is your definition of rape? Perry, I spent 5 years in a Turkish prison where I was raped multiple times per day, and never once did I involuntarily drain my balls into the rapist's mouth. I think it's time you come clean, Perry, and they spell come with C-U-M, and tell us the truth. Winston Hinklebottom, Esquire. Anything to say about that?
Look, what happened to him in the Turkish prison is disgusting. What happened to me by this fucking this extras casting director was disgusting. I was just trying to be friendly to a young lady on set. We were friendly with each other all day.
Okay, Perry, we know this. You brag about this thing all the time. Let me go on with the next one. Dear Big Three, I'm sending you this $10 to help start a new segment called Vince's Telescope Time. Even if this segment is only 10 seconds long, I know it'll be a smash hit. Big Three. Well, first of all, there's no fucking way in the world that's happening. And I think that I might have to talk to Vince, because I'll bet you Vince had somebody send that in. Vince, you are a piece of shit.
Just the thought of that bores me to tears.
Thank you, Mary Jane. Me too. All right, here's one. Dear Perry and Mole. Now, Mole's not here because we had to do this real quick and Mole couldn't make it tonight. Mole's a professional, but he couldn't be here tonight. But this, you'll see in a minute what this whole show's really about. Okay. You're the stars of my fantasy. Read my script and make me come like crazy while I pound my tight, wet pussy. Please read slowly and sensually. This is for Perry and Mole, but what if we have Perry read one and Nick, your manager, Nick, read the other? Okay, and action.
Hello, Maria. I'm here to give you pleasure. Spread those pussy lips to me.
Hey, Scaremaster, how's it going, man? What's happening with the ladies' clothes?
Shut up, Mole. Maria, come over here and grab my dick. Oh, yeah, baby. That's good. Now start sucking.
Whoa, Perry, what are you doing with that lady? I thought you were into dudes, dude.
Fuck you. I'm not a fag.
What did I do?
Maria, ignore Mole. Take off your panties. I want to do you doggy style.
Doggy style?
How like you will... How like you will, man, Jack.
Doggy style. Is that because you like to worship dogs?
Maria, I want to make sweet love to I want to make sweet love to your mind and soul. We are soulmates. I love you, Maria. Marry me. Okay, I'm about to come. Swallow this. Oh!
Scaremaster, that lady has balls. That lady's just a dude.
The end. And that's from Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. That was a great script you had there. Okay, I'm going to go on to this next one that says, Don, please read. Dear Big Three, my name is Joffrey, Joffrey, Kiono. I listen to the Big Three podcast while working my day job at the head of the Team USA corporate team building office. I've been closely following Perry's upcoming bout with William Randolph Hearst III. His 1,000-pound leg lifting records and change to an all-organic diet. Good for you, Perry. You're an inspiration to gay athletes of all ages. Now, I know that a lot of fans write in and are quick to point out the king of night comedy's fake disability scheme, and I think I have a way to help Perry clear the air forever. Due to an athlete having to bow out of the upcoming Summer Games, there is now one spot open on the Team USA's Special Olympics. We think Perry would be a great fit to compete with other disabled American athletes in several key categories and showcase his athletic abilities, most importantly, disabilities. We can count on him for the Special Olympic leg lift, below-the-shoulder jiu-jitsu, and leg tackling, 100-meter doggy paddle in the Olympic-sized pool, and perhaps where we will be most valued, the Special Olympic all-men's 1-hour time limit mat wrestling and grappling. Perry will bring one trainer. Typically, our disabled athletes bring a best friend or a grandparent to watch over them in their training. We know that Perry's grandfather is up in heaven with his fellow dead gay lover Al Capone, so we've signed up his best friend Walter Molinsky to oversee his training, enclosed is his shirt for Perry to wear while Walter holds his feet during sit-ups. Big 3. And that's once again from Joffrey, I think that's how you say it, Kiono, Team USA. And they did give you a shirt, so here you go.
It won't happen.
What's that?
I'm not doing it.
Well, you got a nice shirt out of the deal.
That's a nice shirt, man.
It's a great
really
shirt.
nice.
All right, we got a couple more here. Dear Mole, you'll never guess who this is. I'll give you a hint. It's not Ernest Borgnine or Harvey Korman. If you guess Martin Balsam, you are correct. Everywhere I go, people tell me you are my biggest fan, and I'm humbled and honored. I checked out your podcast, and I have to say, I've never heard such filth in all my life. It's disgusting. You should all be ashamed of yourself. I'm, of course, talking about you, Mole, and you, Don, for having to sit there while that fat, greasy gypsy at Javaho troll spews his hate speeches. The garbage that comes out of his herpes-infested mouth is disgusting, and he should be ashamed of himself. That's one man's opinion. Mole, I heard you on a podcast. You asked Perry, who would he rather suck, sue, or scam? Percy immediately said that if he was going to scam me out of all my money, which I did not take too kindly. I don't remember that. So do you remember saying that you'd scam Martin Balsam?
I don't scam anybody.
Okay, maybe that was when we were playing a game. You don't scam anybody.
I'm not a liar.
Oh, wait a minute. You're not a liar?
I have a
You're not a
problem- I
liar?
have a
You're not a liar?
I have a
You're not a
problem with
liar?
memory.
You're not a liar?
I don't call it lying.
Okay,
because I have a
when you
problem
lied
with
to
my
us.
memory.
Let me ask you this. Just something that comes, somebody mentioned this a little bit earlier. When you lied to us and you said you were in a mental hospital. And you couldn't.
That was a
a
lie.
lie.
I will admit.
That was a
I will
lie.
admit.
Okay,
That was
that's
a
just
lie.
one. Well, I could probably pick
I
up.
was
Let
out- I was
me
out on-
finish
I was
this.
out on the,
Let me finish this. I showed Windy City Heat to my best friend Charles Bronson, and Charlie made it very clear that he as well hates Perry Caravello as much as I do. Charles Bronson says Perry, they say Percy, but it's Perry, ripped off his tough guy persona and wants to challenge Percy to a fight. Hard time style, bare-knuckled street fight to death. Charlie may be old, but he can still bench press 600 pounds. Percy,
He's a badass guy.
is he?
He's real badass.
Well, he wants to fight you. Percy,
I
you just
I would
granted...
not fight Charles Bronson.
Okay, so you're already
No way.
pussing out. Percy, you just granted yourself a death wish, and a Charles Bronson will be happy to deliver it to you. By the way, I beg you to stop running Perry's sexcapades. Everyone knows they're all bullshit. If you want true stories, Charlie and I have tons of stories about us getting broads back in the 50s and 60s. Also, I served in World War II and know all about Cookie Caramello and the work he did for Hitler.
Bullshit.
It's a goddamn disgrace, he goes on to say, what your family did to this country. That explains your deep-rooted hate for America and why all your $10 shout-out money goes to fund terrorists in the Middle East. In closing...
Oh, my God.
I know it. It's crazy. Why would you do that?
Yeah, right.
In closing, Mole, thank you for being my biggest fan. I'm thrilled to hear you came unscathed after your boat incident. You're too good to be the best friend of that Javaho witch doctor traitor slob. You can call me your best friend from now on. And Don, you're a class and a true professional. Percy,
U.A. Craig III.
no, he's already said about 3 times who it is. Are you that stupid you couldn't follow it? Percy, you have as much class and professionalism as Vince has charisma and charm. Oh, that's... You know, I agree that you have no fucking class and professionalism, but to go that low is
What,
really...
you're saying this is Charles Bronson?
No, I never said it was Charles Bronson. Your friend, Martin Balsam. P.S. Enjoys the autographed pictures, headshots to show our appreciation. There's one of Martin Balsam and one of Charles Bronson. Okay.
Can I see it?
Nick, you actually appraise these type of things.
Yes, I do.
Is that real? You can go a little quicker because...
Yeah, these look legit.
Okay.
Let me see.
You know, and Charles Bronson lives in Hope Ranch.
That's where the letter was from.
Yeah, that looks like him.
It looks like him? That is him.
That's a
Perry.
picture of him, Perry.
From Death Wish 3. That was a good movie.
Okay.
I wouldn't fuck with that guy. He's a cool dude.
Okay. Don Barris. Dear Mr. Barris, I am a longtime hacker and been familiar with the hacker Hugh A. Craig III for many years. He is known as the elite hacker, but I consider him a bit of a douche. You could say we've been rivals. I've heard that he was trying to take down someone named Perry Caramello. I've never heard of Perry, but someone said he was some sort of celebrity.
Well, my name is Caravello, not Caramello.
Okay, maybe that's a screw-up. I don't know. I've decided to screw Hugh A. Craig and start hacking for Perry. What? I thought I could beat Hugh A. Craig III at his own game and bring him down. I could help out a celebrity and show everyone who is the best hacker in the world today.
I don't do that.
Okay, this guy does. He's not.
Well, I wouldn't be involved with him.
No, you
want
take
to
money
have-
from other people and
What?
You didn't take money from William Randolph Hearst III. You didn't
He
take.
handed me a $50 bill
And what did he-
in fucking Utah.
and what did he tell you to
He told me
do?
to not. He said to not worry about it.
Okay, well, you know what? If somebody gives you money to do something on the show, you're supposed to report it to us. That's a bullshit move, Perry. Let me read on. I got to work and started hacking, but I started finding things about Perry. This was some of the sickest shit I've seen in all my years of hacking. Now that I've seen what Hugh A. Craig III has seen, I understand why he wants to take down Perry. It turns out that I was wrong about Hugh A. Craig, and his quest was righteous and noble. He was fighting the good fight. I will leave the major reveals to Hugh A. Craig's discretion, but here are a few things that I found out. Number one, there are currently no open investigations by the state of California regarding disability benefits received by Perry. However, there is a possible reward for reporting disability fraud, and if I need a few bucks, my hacking will come in handy. 2. I hacked Perry's social media and all his email accounts and found out that he regularly sends messages across all possible websites to find someone that refuses to respond at all.
What?
I don't know what the fuck this is. Turns out that he regularly sends messages across all possible websites to someone that refuses to respond at all. This has been going on for quite some time, even without a single response. I don't know who Randy Callahan is, but he must be important. Oh,
I don't know what this
he's
fucking bozo's talking about.
Okay, well, I think he's saying that, Anyway. 3. In checking out names related to Perry, I found out that Walter Molininski's financial condition is quite dire, and he needs support of his friends more than ever, especially his best friend. I wish Hugh A. Craig the best of luck. Please let me know if further hacking skills are needed in the fight against Perry, the Dark Agent. And this is his hacker alias. And that was today's $10 shout-outs.
$10 shout out.
Yeah, more hackers, more bullshit on.
Okay, now Perry, I want to get into this because I made you a promise before, and I'm tired of your fucking horse shit.
My horse shit?
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about when you say my horse shit.
Okay, well, you have a job, and you didn't call anybody.
I called Nick.
When?
Right after Sammy and I were on the phone.
Okay, all right. Well,
right before I jumped in the shower, before Sammy picked me up.
Okay, and why did you have to go?
Private family matter.
What could possibly be a private matter that you fucking ditched your job?
Ditched my job?
Yeah, you ditched your job. All right, well, you know what? I said the next time you miss a show, you lose 1% of every dime you get through this show. So from now on, you're at 1%. Next time you fuck up, it's 2%. And that's coming out of everything. So from now on, if you get $10, you only get $9.90. Okay? Number 1. Mary Jane, you were going to say something.
It must have been a very severe matter because a flight for one person to Chicago is generally around $200 to $300 if bought ahead of time, but on the last minute it's like $1,000 each person.
Yeah, exactly.
Look.
So I don't know who had that money for the emergency.
I'm going to tell you this. I don't believe a fucking thing you're saying. That's first of all. And I'm going to do everything I can to find out the fucking truth. And if I find out, we're done.
Fine.
Okay? And the look on your face is saying that you might be lying. Here's my way of thinking. You're too stupid to even fucking put a story together. And all you're doing is this. I can't talk about it. Sammy said I can't talk about it. Now, if there was a funeral, hey, someone was sick, you could have made up anything. But my true belief is, and this is what I think, that those guys told you to come out. How come you can't look at me when I say that?
Okay, I'll look at you eye to eye.
Yeah, okay.
Straight through.
Were you with those guys in Chicago? Yes or no?
I'll tell you right out. That weekend.
Were you with them at all?
No.
Okay. Then I guess we're going to have to believe it. Mary Jane, what happened to you because of this fucking stooge?
I lost a very good full day pay, which is like equal to probably almost twice his rent in one day. I had to cancel Sunday.
Because all he told me was that you were going to be back on Sunday.
Did he give you an hour that I was coming
No, he
back?
didn't. You didn't tell him an hour.
I said.
Nick, did you tell me an hour?
I said it was going to be a
The
red
first
eye.
time. The first time.
You told me at first that you had to leave. You had to go. You're leaving for town.
What was exactly the call that came into you, Nick?
The first call is when he called. He says, I got to leave. I said, where are you going? He goes, Chicago. And the first thing I thought of was the cousins in Chicago. I said, you going to the cousins? What are you doing? And he goes, no, it's Sammy just called me. We have a family emergency. I need to go. Bye. And that was it. And then I called him back about 20 minutes later, and I got your message, your phone message thing, and I started kind of chewing him out on that. And he answered the phone. I guess Sammy showed up when I was on the phone with you.
Right.
And Perry told me he would be back sometime Sunday. He doesn't know yet.
Right.
It could be late.
That's what you told me. Now, let me ask you something, because here's what I'm having a real hard time dealing with, Perry. You had a responsibility. I've been very good with you.
I know.
If you said, hey, I'm going to do something on Friday, can we do it on Sunday? I've changed it many times. She lost money because of you, you fucking melon head. Here's the great thing. Now, Perry, if you had any fucking sensibility at all, you would give us some excuse why you blew us off. Because this is a job, all the things, I'm not going to even go into detail, but our October show is something big, and you're going to make a pretty good penny. And there's real talk of a fucking movie. I told you just make a commitment till the end of the year, because I'm tired of this. Okay. Well, you didn't try hard enough. When Sammy came to you, why did you have to stay? Why couldn't you have come back early Sunday? What was so motherfucking important that you couldn't come back earlier on Sunday? Because you didn't tell him. Here's what I think, Perry. I see your mouth open and nothing's coming out because you're a fucking liar. But here's what I did. Sometimes when one door closes, another door opens. And you know what I did? I made another show. We did a test show. Play that show, please.
Simply Done, the podcast network.
Coming to you pre-recorded from Simply Done, the Podcast Network studios at a secret location in West Hollywood, California, it's the comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. Hi, I'm your announcer.
Set him down.
Perry,
Pure Rock
Perry, sit down.
Sit down.
And here's
Perry!
the host,
Perry!
Make you that fucking show! I'll
Lisa
kill you!
Marie.
I'll fucking kill you!
Sit down.
I'll fucking kill you!
Thanks, Dicky.
Sit down right now.
Get over there!
Sit down! You don't fucking tell me shit. Sit the fuck down.
It is a pleasure and honor, and I can't say
Perry,
enough. Thank you so much for
said
letting
it's
me
a
be
test
involved in this
show.
test show. I hope.
Okay,
there's many
everybody
more to
stop.
come.
Stop the
Here's
tape.
to the
Stop
comedy
everything.
Pure Rock.
Okay, let's just play this whole thing again. Take it easy, Perry.
Simply Done, the podcast network.
Coming to you pre-recorded from Simply Dawn, the Podcast Network studios at a secret location in West Hollywood, California, it's the comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. Hi, I'm your announcer and pure rocker, Dicky Barrett, and here's the hosts of the podcast, Don Barris and Lisa Marie.
Thank you, Dicky.
Yeah, thanks, Dicky. How are you, buddy?
Hello, Don. Hello, Lisa Marie. Lisa, you look lovely. It is a pleasure, an honor, and I can't say enough. Thank you so much for letting me be involved in this test show. I hope there's many more to come. Here's to the comedy Pure Rock Resurrection in its brand new form. Good luck, guys.
Well, thank you. Anyway, this is a show about rock and roll, and it ain't pussy rock. It's
pure rock.
I can't even believe I'm here right now.
All right. I do understand your excitement, Dicky, but so we can finish this test show, we really can't have you make a comment after every single thing we say here.
Well, I'm really glad to be here, Don.
Okay, Dicky, that's just what I mean. You can't say something after every comment here. You were great. When Perry fucked up everything, I call you up and you're here in a second. And to be honest with you, we're honored to have you here.
No, thank you for having me.
All right, we got to move on. Now, for those of you that don't know, normally we do the Big Three podcast, and even though this is a show about comedy and pure rock, I would like to touch base with that, and because it may be the end of the Big Three after Perry's fuck up this time. He is, without question, the most unprofessional fuck I've ever had to work with in my life. Now, Lisa, for the people that don't know, you worked with Perry on a public access show several years ago, and then recently you and Perry did the comedy Pure Rock Resurrection test podcast that was recorded right here at Simply Dawn, the Podcast Network studios, located at a secret location somewhere in West Hollywood, California.
Right.
What's Perry like to work with? Compare us.
Comparing you and Perry's like comparing apples to oranges. You have years and years of experience in the entertainment industry. You are incredibly, incredibly talented.
Oh, thank you.
I have never worked with somebody more professional.
Yeah.
I've never worked with somebody funnier. You're probably the funniest, if not one of the funniest, but probably the funniest man in Hollywood, to be honest with you. Your voice is absolutely phenomenal. I don't know why you aren't actually doing more voiceover.
I've heard that.
And those goddamn blue eyes. They are the most beautiful eyes that I've ever seen. Look at me. Wow. I can see why Perry's so attracted to you.
Yeah, see, does he ever talk about me that way?
He has mentioned your beautiful blue eyes more than once.
That's what I figured. You know, a lot of people tell me that they think he's in love with me. I don't know what the deal is, but maybe that's it. Well, this isn't about my beautiful blue eyes. This is about comedy and pure rock. That's why it's the
Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection.
That's right. Starring Don Barris and Lisa Marie. Now, we got a very special guest coming out today. You probably don't know that he's into pure rock, but he is. He's written quite a few songs for my old podcast, the Big Three podcast, where he was trying to make a musical. He's stopping by to introduce a song to us, which should be fun. But before we get into that, we're very lucky because when I put out feelers to try and find some sponsors for the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection test podcast, I was lucky because numerous of my friends that are in high places, they were doing anything they could to help out.
Mm-hmm.
One of my good friends, the late Steve Jobs from Apple, he had always told me that he wanted to help me in any way he could. And then shortly after he passed, I was given this commercial. Now, he had said that he had personally made it for me and that he wanted me to use it when I needed it most. Well, here it is, the first commercial from our test show of the comedy Pure Rock Resurrection, Mr. Stevie Jobs.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, about the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.
Before I found out that Apple was going to be our sponsor, I used to say that my iPhone's a bad apple.
Oh my God, you guys are great.
I don't think that anybody would ever do that. Thing.
No, I say my iPhone's a bad apple because when I am texting, it automatically assumes that it's spelling certain words, and it will get it totally discombobulated. So that's why I call my iPhone a bad apple, because sometimes it's naughty with its spelling.
Well, maybe they'll give us a new one. Anyway, we're not here to talk about iPhones and Apple. We're here to talk about comedy and pure rock. And right now, coming up, we have a very special guest. This is a guy that was the producer of the film Windy City Heat. He's been a big fan of the Big Three podcast, the entire length of that series. He's with us now here on the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. Here's John Quincy Adams. Hello, Mr. Adams.
Hello.
Oh, well, look at the big two. And I'm not talking about Mr. Barnes and Lisa Marie. Hello, you two. I love it. I absolutely love it.
Hello.
Oh, she's.
You know who this is?
We know who it is. It's Mr. Adams.
It's John Q. Adams. I mean, again, I'm asking because I'm still suffering some memory loss from when I was shot in the head by I don't know whom. I really don't even know whom.
I might be able to help you with that. Isn't it?
Better?
The reason we're doing the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection instead of the Big Three podcast is because Perry just took off, left town.
Is he at the Denny's men's room?
Nope. That was the first place everybody checked. He was not there. And it does kind of bring guilt because now there's an open case. There are people saying that he did it, and then all of a sudden he leaves town. Doesn't look good.
Fishy, fishy, fishy.
Well, anyway, Mr. Adams, this song is about pure rock and comedy, but...
let me ask this. Let me ask something, all right? Let me ask something.
Go right ahead.
Let me ask you a couple of questions, because, Lisa, I don't know if you're aware, but recently I was shot in the head while wearing a suit of armor on my boat, and I lost my memory.
Right.
But some things I can't forget, and two of them are your eyes, because they're lovely.
Thank you.
Anywhom...
This is the second time you've made her blush, Mr. Adams.
Oh, well, I love the ladies. What can I say? I absolutely adore the chicks.
You always have, I guess.
Well, that's my thing. This is my thing. But
anyway, this
here's
show
the
isn't
point.
about the ladies. It isn't about your brain forgetfulness. It is about pure rock. And you're on the show, so if there's anything you'd like to talk about pure rock.
You know what I love about pure rock?
What's
you know
that?
my favorite thing about pure rock is rocking. All right. I used to be a roadie.
I didn't know
I
that.
was a roadie years ago.
For who?
I was in charge of the cowbell and the lubricant. I remember, I'll tell you some stories about rock and roll. You've heard about the mud shark fishing? Let me tell you about mud sharking. All right. Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on. Someone at the door. Hold on. Hello? Come in. Hold on. Come in. Hey, Mr. Adams. Oh, Walt, speak of mud shark fishing, and the mud shark fishermen arrived. Who are you talking to? Well, I'm talking to Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection right now. Which one? You're talking... Who, Dan and Lisa Marie? How?
Hey, Mole, what's happening? How are you?
Hi, Mole.
Hey, Lisa Marie, Dan, are you guys doing Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection?
Yeah.
Well, we're doing
Oh,
a
my
test
God.
show. It's a test show. Who knows? Maybe down the road you could test as the host with Lisa Marie.
I would love to come on there and be a guest on the show. Hey, you know why this is a great show for you guys to do?
Why's that?
What?
Because, for number one, Dan owns the name because the name was legally given to him by Hugh and Craig.
Well, let's
who
just say we have no
registered it.
problems with that
I
anymore.
saw the paperwork for that.
Yeah.
And also, you guys are both great at comedy and pure rock.
And I don't mind saying that there's a little bit of a chemistry here.
Not just a little bit, a lot. We're on fire.
Like you
come
guys
on.
are making meth and stuff.
Not yet. It might happen during the
Can't say
celebration.
what I'm doing over here. Dan, you know what I'm doing here.
What are you doing?
You remember that gun from the podcast? The one that Scaremaster was grabbing and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
From last week?
Right.
I'm going to put it over here so when Quincy says, he keeps saying he's looking for a gun with fingerprints. That's a gun, and it's got fingerprints on it.
But my fingerprints and yours are on there, too.
I wiped yours off there. It's just really Scaremaster's on there now.
I don't know how you did that, but...
It was by accident I wiped it off.
So...
I remember to wipe off your fingerprints and mine, but I forgot to wipe off Scaremaster's.
Well, that could get him in a lot of trouble.
I don't think it will, though.
Well, let's look at it this way. The gun comes up, they find that to be the murder weapon, or the attempted murder weapon. Well, actually, the murder weapon, because where's Wandez?
You got to not talk about Wandez. We had an agreement.
Okay, I'm shutting up. I'm just saying this, that if they find that gun that turns out to be the murder weapon...
Hold on a second. I got to hide this real quick. He's put it in his drawer. Okay.
He's probably going to find that. But
anyway, hold on. He's coming back. I have mimosas. He's got some orange juice.
Yeah.
Let me speak to Mr. Barnes.
Somebody's been drinking.
Mimosas, and I've crushed up some pills in them. Anywho, I've crushed up some back pills in these mimosas, and things are getting a bit soggy. But before I go on, I would like to say that I've got a new pure rock song for the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. How's that sound?
Well, Mr. Adams, it seems like every song you've done has been kind of just rip-offs of other pop hits, actually. And this is a show about pure rock and comedy, right, Lisa?
Absolutely. Rock and roll all the way.
Yes. Well, what if I told you that this song is not only pure, but it's also rocking?
Well, I'd like to hear it, but this is kind of
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to step into my sound booth. Walter, you want to come into the booth with me? No way, you tried that with me one time, you weirdo. No. We're going to do a song. Come in here. We're going to... All right, listen. Mr. Barnes, hold on. I'm going to switch over. I'm going to switch the modulation, and I'm going to perform a pure rocking song for the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. Hold on a moment. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, see what you think of this.
All right, Walter, come in here. All right, listen. Sound better in here yet? Hey, this is kind of cool. Wow, like rock stars. All right, listen. Okay, we're going to do this song for Mr. Barnes and Lisa Marie. Now, I believe this is going to be the hottest thing out there. Are you ready? Yeah, go for it, dude. Do your thing. All right, now this is pure rockin'. Oh, I think we know this one. I'm not sure. What is one? Oh, just hold on a second, Walter. Listen up. And we begin. I can't get enough Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. I simply adore Mr. Barnes and Lisa Marie's connection. I wonder why that other guy would even try. Oh, my. When it comes to comedy, Pure Rock Resurrection, when I'm driving in my car and I'm listening to the CPRR and I'm not looking for any girls, I'm too busy enjoying all the things I'm listening to, especially Mr. Barnes and Lisa Marie. I can't get enough. No. Hey. The other version was rather gay, and not in the happy way. Mo, take one. I can't get enough apple cherry with tobacco. I hated the soprano parts with Elaine Bracco. Walter, what was that? Lorraine Bracco? I didn't know what rhymes with apple cherry with tobacco. All right, listen. All right, let's go out here again. All right, Mr. Barnes, listen, what did you think of that? I want you to do this. Forget about the Walter part, just my part. What did you think of it? Did you love it?
Whoa.
Wow.
Now, did you find that both pure and rocking?
I thought
it was one of them.
I thought it was both.
Brilliant.
Anywho, listen. if you're interested in possibly pursuing that as maybe your theme song, I'd love to get together with you, and maybe we can put something down on paper. We can. Anyway, I just want to get myself out. I've got a lot of songs, ideas. Anyway, let me write. I'm going to write. Hold on. Let me get a pencil out of my desk. And draw up. Oh my! What is this? What in the world is? What have you got, Mr. Adams? Oh, it looks like some sort of sidearm. I'm going to pick this up with my pocket square so as not to disturb any fingerprints that might be on it, because this looks very interesting.
Is that the murder weapon?
I don't know what it is. Anyway, you speak amongst yourselves. Go on, speak amongst yourselves.
I think that somebody's going to get in a little bit of trouble.
Well, Perry really looks bad because he was supposed to do the Big 3 podcast and he just left town.
Right.
Perry's a professional. He always claims that he's always there and he's always on time. That's his M.O. And to see this, he leaves town.
It's shady, really shady.
And then all of a sudden the gun comes up with the attempted murder and murder.
It doesn't sound right.
Oh, there could be some real problems here. How long have you been following Pure Rock?
Gosh, since I was a little kid, really. I mean, if you consider Elvis Pure Rock, my grandma gave me an Elvis cassette tape when I was a kid.
I don't know if that's Pure Rock, though.
Back then it was.
When did you get into metal and heavy metal and things like that?
MTV. I am so old. I remember when MTV was in the red.
What do you mean? Oh, and they weren't making money?
Oh, yeah, they weren't making money. Junior high, I would come home every day from school and sit there and watch it.
What were some of your favorite videos of that time?
You know, I loved anything, AC/DC. I love Van Halen. Thank you.
Why'd you thank me?
For caressing my breast. Felt great.
Do you don't mind me doing that?
Keep on doing it. Rat poison, all that stuff. It was just, oh my gosh, it feels. Can you just nibble on it a little bit?
Are you serious?
Yeah. A little bit harder. Come on, little pain, no gain. That's nice.
Can I put this down here?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
How's that feel?
It feels wonderful. It feels great. So, when did you get into rock and roll? I guess you can't talk with that in your mouth.
Go back to the bosom.
He's a little busy right now. Wow. That's pretty incredible.
Mr. Adams, are you back?
Yes, no, I was just listening to the bosom talk, and I love it. I love chicks.
As long as I remember, since you've lost your memory, you've been into women in a big way.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're talking Pure Rock, and is Mole still there?
He's in the other room. He kind of bugged out when I found the sidearm. And I don't know what he's doing. He's crushing up some of my back tears.
Uh-oh. Well, listen, we've got to get back to the Pure Rock.
Yes, I wouldn't mind talking about rocking and rolling.
Some of your favorite bands.
Oh, all right. Bronski Beat. Let's say when they did Small Town Boy, that was very rocking. What are some other ones? Cliff Richards, Ford Jackson and Jill.
No, I'm not really familiar with any of those.
Mm-mm.
We've got a segment on the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection that we like to do, and this is where Lisa takes the ball. This is the Lisa Firing Squad. You want to be part of that, Mr. Adams?
Hey, guys, it's Mo. I'm back again. What are you guys talking about?
Well, we're going to do the Lisa Marie Firing Squad, which is a segment that we do on this show. But before we do that, we got to take a break for our listeners. And we have been so lucky. Like I was saying earlier, we are very proud to have some of the best people in the business sponsoring our show. This is one from a place I love. It's your kind of place. Here's something by the good people at McDonald's.
Choose chicken. Choose the McDonald's Chicken McNuggets. Tender, juicy chicken McNuggets made with chicken breast meat, wrapped up in a crisp tempura batter, and accompanied by our range of limited one-time offer sauces, like our deliciously new caramelized onion dipping sauce, You could even up the heat and get your McNuggets with our fierce hot chili dipping sauce. Or are you chicken?
Lisa?
Oh my God, McDonald's is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Golden
The
Arches.
Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection, it seems like it's getting all the biggest advertisers.
Here's the funny thing. The previous Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection could get no advertisement. Our Big Three podcast can get very little advertising, except for What the Huck. But yet, the minute Perry's gone out of the group, we got Macintosh, we got McDonald's, we've got...
You get some more Mac stuff, like McGregor, McCulloch chainsaws.
No, we didn't get that. What's our third one? Oh, Coke.
Coke.
Pretty good. And this is just our test show. I don't know what the difference is. So anyway, now that we're back...
A couple of us seem a little fly-by-nighty, but...
Well, well... Anyway, you want to be part of this?
Yeah, I'll come over right now. I'm going to come over
It's
here.
Lisa Marie's firing squad.
You know what? I'll drive. How about that? Yeah, you know what? Mr. Adams is going to drive me over there. We'll be right there, okay?
No. We're just about done with the show, actually.
No, we're by his boat in the marina, so we'll be right over, okay?
No, I by the time you get here, the show will be over.
Done, Dan.
It doesn't matter. Perry's fingerprints are on it. Perry left town. The guilt is going to be all on him.
Why did he run out of town? Because Mr. Adams found a gun with his fingerprints all over him?
I don't think he knew because he just found him and he wasn't here before. I don't know if that story will stick. I don't know, Mole. I don't know why he left, but it doesn't look good. Hey, do you want to get in front of Lisa Marie's firing squad? These are going to be some hard-hit questions. You want to play,
Hit
Mole?
me, Lisa Marie. Hit us all.
All right. A new segment on our show, because it is our first show. It's Lisa Marie's firing squad.
Woo!
This is more rock and roll than I ever bargained for.
You ready to go, Mole?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Who was your first band? Who was your first? Who was your favorite band and why?
I know, right?
Yep. Can I guess?
Boston.
Boston is exactly what I would have guessed.
Because they did Smoking, and then the guy ended up killing himself with barbecue in his bathroom.
He wasn't exactly barbecuing in his bathroom, but I...
Well, no, he started 2 barbecue grills in his bathroom and died of carbon monoxide poisoning.
All right, so you're under the Lisa Marie firing squad. Next question, Mole.
Who is the hottest rock and roll chick?
You need to ask that because you are at Lisa Marie.
No, somebody that can sing. I can sing, but only if you want stray dog. So somebody that
I'm
can
going
sing.
straight up Lisa Marie, hottest rock chick.
Okay.
Final answer.
Okay. I won't argue. All
right, you're in the middle of Lisa Marie's firing squad. Go ahead, Lisa. Next question.
I know that you're heterosexual, but I am sure that you can appreciate a good-looking man. What's the best-looking rock star out there?
Aquaman, totally.
He's not a rock star.
Yeah, it's his final answer. You know, he says the
He's
first thing in his
down,
mind.
I think, pretty sure on one of the episodes.
All right, you got 2 questions left on Lisa Marie's firing squad. Go ahead, Lisa.
Who's the shortest rock star?
Super Tiny Tim.
Super Tiny Tim. Good answer. Final question in Lisa Marie's firing squad.
Who do you think the best hung lead singer is?
Hold on. I'm answering this one. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Adams.
Now, listen, I've been around the block twice or thrice. May I kindly put forth this answer?
I want to know because I'm going to get busy later. So who is it so I can find his number?
4 Jacks and a Jill. All 4. Put them together. Hello. You can tie a ship to the dock with what they've got hanging down there. Anyway, listen, loves, I really must run because Walter and I want to jump right in the car and head over to you.
Okay, I got to tell you the truth. I don't know if you'll make it in time, but if you want to leave right now, that'd be fine.
Loves, Toodles.
Wait a second. Before we go, Dickie, do you want to say anything to Mr. Adams?
Yeah, I'd like to say I hope you get better. I hope your memory comes back. I'm sorry to hear about everything that took place on the boat. It's a terrible, terrible thing what Perry did to you, and I hope you find Wandez. And this is horrible, but hey, here's to getting better, Mr. Adams, and all the best, Quincy.
Oh, yes. Well, I didn't even know where to begin with that. Doodles love these.
See you later. I got to tell you, that guy never fails to entertain. He is the ultimate performer, and so's Mole. I'm going to miss working with Mole. Perry, not so much. Mole, a lot.
Agreed.
Now, Dicky, if my memory serves me correctly, didn't you used to work with Mr. Adams?
Yeah, I've worked with him before, but we're friends. We're just friends. I mean, when you say worked, Don, I hope you're not implying anything. On a professional level, we've written songs together.
Well, before we say goodbye on this test podcast of the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection, we have one more sponsor that would like to say something, and it's from the good people at Coke. And I'm not talking about the type of Coke done in the 80s over at the Rainbow Bar and Grill. No. I'm talking about Coca-Cola.
Hey, Thirst, can I try out a few Coke summer sound effects on you? Yes. Cool. You okay with this? Yes. And this? Yes. And what about this? Yes. Ha! Gotcha there, Thirst. That wasn't sound effects. That was a Coke. I'm no longer thirsty. You're so out of here. Coca-Cola. Open happiness.
Well, by looking at the clock on the wall, it's telling me that that's just about all the time we have on our test podcast of the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. Dickie, thanks for dropping by and being the announcer.
See you next time on the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. Good night, everybody. Good night, Don. Good night, Lisa Marie.
Lisa, it was a pleasure to work with you. I don't know what our relationship before this was. I mean, you know, we've had our ups and downs, I guess. We've gotten to know each other a little bit. And
yeah, ups and downs, a good way to put it.
I think that we did a very good show today, and you can be very proud of what we did.
Yeah, it went by too quickly. Yes?
Well, we should celebrate in some way.
You keep looking at me with those eyes.
Well, you keep looking at me with those big old titties. That's not fair here. Well, anyway, we got to say goodbye. So for Dicky Barrett.
Whoa!
Lisa Marie.
I'm Don Barris. So see you next time on the
Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Everything she did, every guy she did along the way. With every crackhead, pothead, coke snorting, dope dealing, money stealing, cheat she slayed. Well, my lovin', she threw it all away. We went to the altar, me and you. It's gonna take me a hell of a time just to clean my mind of you. Because my pain is strong and time won't relieve the pain. You did me wrong, now here we go over again. Sweet September, you dropped a bomb on me when you broke my heart in two. You're such a sleazebag, dirty hagbone, every dog whose tail's wagging, scum bucket, brag around. Well, my lovin', you threw it all away. We went to the altar, me and you. It's gonna take me a hell of a time just to clean my mind of you. Because my pain is strong and time won't relieve the pain. And you did me wrong, now here we go over again. Woo!
FTTPN, Simply Don.
First thoughts.
It sounds okay. I disagree with everything except for the commercials. Because you stole the show from me. You're a thief for stealing the show from me.
Okay. All right, but
I had a humongous fight with you at Eagle Rock Studios.
Yeah, I know the story. People are bored by that story. And you decided to start your own show, correct?
And I did.
Absolutely.
And now you stole it from me.
I don't think I stole it because legally, in a court of law that you seem to hang out quite a bit at, we purchased the name.
Show it to me on record.
Okay, I'd be happy.
Show it to me and get the paperwork.
I'll be happy to.
Right now.
I'm not going to do it
Where's
right
the papers?
Well, I don't need to show you shit.
You don't need to show me shit.
Absolutely. We can talk about this in court. You want to take me to court? You want to take me to court?
I didn't say that, did I?
Okay, yes, Mary Jane.
Where's Perry's paper saying he owns it through this past this date?
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Here's what he did. You came up with an idea.
Back after you and I had
Right,
a fight.
okay. All right, stop. You came up with an idea. You called your show The Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection.
Went to Time Warner Cable.
All right, fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely.
Started a public
But you know
access
what?
program.
But the stupid part that you did is you forgot to register the name and pay for it. So what UA Craig III did is he bought it, and he gave it to me as a gift. Now, I said to you before, I would never do anything with it because I'm on your side. As a matter of fact, I told you that I would help you get the show, and I would put it on the air, spending my money to do it. I thought that was a pretty nice offer. Nick, is that a nice offer?
I thought it was very genuine.
And you know that I was sincere about that because I've talked to you many times privately about it, have I not?
Exactly. With many hours we've talked about it.
Okay. Perry, you don't give a shit about anybody. Mary Jane lost work. I lost my time, and now I've got to turn around and I've got to edit this thing and put it up within a couple hours. You don't give a shit. You don't give a fuck.
I don't.
No, you don't.
Oh, sure.
You care. Why were you gone, Perry?
I told you.
No, you didn't.
Private.
It's a private.
Matter.
What was it? What is it, Mary Jane?
Birth, death, marriage, signing legal paperwork.
Was it one of those?
Number 2.
Birth, death. All right, so someone passed in your family. Why couldn't you have said that from the very beginning?
Because it's just way too private.
Okay, why is it private? Why is it private? People die all the time. You were more than willing to share your father's death. We followed him for over a year until he passed. What's the difference? Oh, that your father? So who died that you couldn't have talked about?
I'm not allowed to say a fucking word. Actually, I shouldn't have even said that.
Well, you did. You did. And what you should have done, a professional, what he would have done is said, hey, I want to go, but I got to be back Sunday afternoon. That's all you would have had to have done. It's what? What time did you get?
It's what Sammy set up. It's what
well, you
had
know
to
what?
happen. It's
you know
the way
what?
he did things.
I don't believe it. Then he should have asked you. He should have asked you. You're a man.
He said, get ready in 1 fucking hour. I'm picking you up.
Right. And yes, Mary Jane.
Is there an obituary that could be seen in complete privacy
I don't
with
know.
no cameras, no nothing? Could
Well,
you
I'm
show
not-
your
I
manager,
don't-
Nick, an obituary from a legal paper, a newspaper?
Let me ask you this. Even more important. What'd you think of the chemistry between Lisa and I?
The show sounded good.
Thank you.
I didn't like having to wait outside for like 2.5 hours after the show.
Okay. Well, sometimes business has to be taken care of. Mary Jane. Mary Jane?
Uh-huh.
You know I care about you, right?
Yes.
All right. Just let's leave it at that. All right. Well, here's the deal, Perry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do.
All I can say is talk to this guy.
No, I've talked to this guy, and this guy has said that he would handle it. I've tried to stay out of your fucking life, and you make up some fucking story about you had no idea. You had no idea, and you were rushed into a plane. I don't buy it, Perry. I don't buy it.
Fine.
Okay, because number one,
Nothing more said.
Nothing more said. Right? You didn't say anything anyway. You didn't say anything anyway. I think that you owe the fans and you owe us. What about Mary Jane who lost a job because she was here?
I'm sorry
I'm sorry
really
about that.
Sorry about
no,
that.
you're not. You don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself. You don't. So anyway, well, what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up right now, and we're going to go. You're garbage, dude. Nick, I need your help on this.
I'm here 100%, man.
Do you, as his manager, feel that he handled that in the proper way?
No. Well, the thing was too is I was getting ready for this trip and getting everything ready, and kind of just put a big stumble on that, also, and because I didn't know really what was going on, because.
What do you mean you didn't know what was going on? I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, because when Perry told me, I didn't get any details. I was told I'm going to Chicago. Bye. I'll be back Sunday.
Exactly. I talked to you. You immediately called me like a professional, and you told me what was going on. So everybody thought, okay, we can't do a show Friday. We'll do it Sunday. And then you didn't answer anybody's phone. And I think Mary Jane eventually got through to you, and Lisa Marie got through to you. Yes, Mary Jane.
That's when I found out that I could not. As soon as I spoke with him, and he said after midnight Sunday, I tried to call and get the job back, and they said no.
But he doesn't give a fuck. Everything revolves around this pile of dog shit.
No comment.
No comment. Yeah, no comment. No comment. Fuck everybody but you.
I don't have anything to say because I'm not allowed to.
Right. Okay. Nick, I appreciate you coming here today. I appreciate to the fans that they got a chance to at least hear something going on here. I'm sorry if this is our last show. I wish Mole could have been here. Mole was kind of here because he was on the Comedy Pure Rock Resurrection. You were going to say something, Nick?
I just want to say thanks for having me over.
Yeah. Well, Perry has shown no remorse, and he doesn't understand what a fucking moron, self-centered prick he was about this, and he never will.
Forget it.
Forget it.
Forget it.
No remorse at all, you fucking
That's
asshole.
not what somebody would act like if they just had a funeral all weekend.
Right. I still don't. I don't believe anything that you're saying. I don't believe a fucking word you're saying. Excuse me. If you want to get in touch with us on the social network, you can get in touch with me at Simply Don, the number 1 on Twitter. On Facebook, I'm at Don Barris. Instagram, I'm at Simply Don1. And, of course, on Vine, I'm at Don Barris. Perry?
Scary Perry 818 on Twitter. Perry F. Caravello on Facebook, or Perry.Caravello on Facebook.
And that's K-A-R...
C-A-R is in car. This fucking stuffed animal.
Mary Jane, I'm very sorry that you missed the job. I want you to know that Perry showed no remorse whatsoever.
Very sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't even be honest with us. But I'm sorry. Would you like to push yourself at all, Mary Jane? Stop making the fucking noise.
A with the circle, SMOKINGMARYJANE. Thank you.
You want to put something out there?
Sure. I'm at Nick Sidursky at Facebook.com. And also, if you haven't done so yet, please join the Big 3 podcast page on Facebook.
I should also remind you, every night I'm over at the World Famous Comedy Store. Stop by there, come and see me there. And on Monday night, the Death Squad Ding Dong Show podcast. That's every Monday, 10 o'clock at the World Famous Comedy Store. Come on, put it there, guys. Big 3! Goodbye, everybody.